Hello, everybody. We are not done with our setup yet, but we have two beautiful men sitting ready for an interview. One of them is Grumpmeister, one is WiredWicky. So take it away, guys.
All right, so welcome back to BSG 2019, and I'm WiredWicky. I'm here with Grumpmeister, and the reason I'm here with Grumpmeister is he's gonna run one of the most precious CDI games ever. Which one it is, we don't know, but can you tell me more about the potential run and what the viewers and donators can choose from?
All right. Well, we're going to either play Link to Face of Evil or Zelda: The Wand of Gamelon, and well, they're CDI games, so it's a bit of an obscure console, and they were released in 1993. Zelda: The Wand of Gamelon is actually the first game in which you can play as Zelda, and the cutscenes are quite something. They're amazing.
Yeah, you could say that. They're quite something. So you're known here at BSG for being a CDI runner. Do you have a preference for one of the two?
My personal favorite is Face of Evil. I have most of that from my youth. But for this bit for, I'd say Wand of Gamelon.
Do you have a specific reason for that, why you want Wand of Gamelon to happen?
Well, of course, during ESA, I already ran Face of Evil, in French, mind you. So let's not do the French. Come on, Dutch.
I mean, I have seen the run because I was at ESA as well, and I can say it was quite something, even in French. But yeah, French is currently leading because you don't even decide what game we're going to play or Grump is going to play, but you can also decide the language. Currently, French is in the lead. Get that Dutch up or English or German, but kick the French off, please. I have nothing against the French, but we've seen that at ESA. So yeah. So the ESA action happened. I've heard your wife also specifically has a favorite. Can you tell me about that?
Oh yeah, she has the favorite. Sadly not on this donation incentive, but if there would have been the option of none of the above, that would have been by far her favorite.
That's actually. I think she's seen enough. He's seen you practice those games enough that she's getting tired of because, which I would never get tired of them. How about you?
I'm never getting tired of them, but in all honesty, she's really supportive of me playing janky CDI games, so shout outs to my wife.
Yeah, that's quite nice. So, as I stated before, you're very well known for being a CDI runner. How do you get into those games in general?
I was one of those really lucky kids that had parents that had a CDI. So with the CDI came games like Face of Evil, Wand of Gamelon, Hotel Mario and others. So yeah, it was great. I mean, the Face of Evil and Wand of Gamelon were my first Zelda games. So I grew up pretty well.
Would you consider yourself to be lucky or unlucky at that point?
Lucky. They really looked good for that time, like 1993. And they only had Zelda 2 as a reference at that point. So these just looked so much better than what was available.
Yeah, to be fair, it might look a little bit weird now, but like back in the day, this was it had a lot of potential. It wasn't done really well, but all right, that happens. What is beside the Zelda games? What is your all-time favorite CDI game?
Well, I mean, the Zelda games are of course amazing. Hotel Mario, I actually have quite a few good memories with because it doesn't play so bad. It's just repetitive. And I will give a special shout-out, I guess, to Christmas Crisis, which is one of the two Christmas games for the CDI. And it's a platformer. It's janky. I played it a lot as a kid, and I actually learned the speedrun of it.
Ooh, so we might potentially see that in the future at BSG.
There is a BSG monthly around Christmas. Hint, hint.
Steph, are you listening? All right, and then on a different note, it's going to be the last question. BSG is almost over, which, aww. But what have you enjoyed the most? Like, tell me something about what you enjoyed at the venue. What has been your favorite or your most surprising run?
All hail Barney. All hail Barney. And all honesty, like, it's not something I normally would do, like because it was technically my run, but it exceeded all my expectations. Like the crowd, everyone here was amazing as a co-op runner. Other than that, I would say the Manic Miner filler one was actually really good. Like I know from experience, like I'm old. I am also old here. I know
You're only as old as you feel.
Yeah. I feel old. But the Manic Miner, I know how difficult the games were back in those days, and seeing Tiny Tim just blow through that, it was great. I would say also XCOM 2 was really, really fun to watch. The Let's Go from yesterday, that was so close, and Shuri's Ninja Gaiden afterwards was a great redemption from his ESA race, so all of them, basically all most runs here were pretty good.
Yes, I fully agree on that. Yeah, that was it for the interview. Thanks for being here. I would like to mention one more time that the bit war is still going on for Faces of Evil versus One of Gamelon, and also get a different language than French. I like the French community, and you're great, but we have seen French on ESA. Let's get a different language on BSG. Thank you, and see you all later this marathon.
I wonder what's for lunch.
Well, thank you, WiredWicky, for that good interview with Grumpmeister. And just to make sure that everyone knows, at the moment, Zelda, the Wand of Gamelon, the one that Grump hoped for, is in the lead by €5. So if you want Link, the Faces of Evil, you can still snipe it very easily. And talking about sniping, we still have a donation incentive for... for Roger Costiletta Verderstagel for the category about if you want it Pamela any percent versus Ferdia any percent. We are still setting up a little bit. Apparently I say Ferdia a little bit wrong, but it will be fine. So I don't think we are all done with the setup, so please wait for a little bit longer until we are done. So enjoy the music!